Hey guys, Jonah here, and today I've got my hands on one of the most expensive toolboxes in the UK, if not the world. This thing is called the Hikoki Cruiser, and as you can see straight away, it looks quirky, it's different. Have you ever seen the toolbox in olive drab colour? And it's not just available in olive drab, they also have it in like a sand beige colour too. But this thing will set you back £1,416.80. That's how much they go for on eBay right now. And surprisingly, there are a couple of sold listings, which I think is bonkers. Now I didn't pay that for it, I searched high and low to find a better price point, and I did find this box on AliExpress. It ended up costing me £340, but then £150 shipping plus some customs. So it's 600 quid to get this here in the UK. And even at £600, that is one of the most expensive toolboxes I've got in my collection. Nearly every toolbox in existence is here at our Shadow Foam unit, and this one is gonna need its own little podium, I think, at that price. But £1,400 is insane. And just to put it into perspective, the price of this box, although I got a pretty good deal from Alibaba, the thing is expensive wherever you are. In Japan, the price is in yen, ping, and that converts down to £596, so it's an expensive box wherever you are. But there were a few key features in the images that made me think I need to get hold of this. I need to have a proper look at it and see what's different about it. Now this isn't Hikoki's first toolbox. They have the Hitbox, and they've had this out for a long time, and I'm a bit of a fan of the Hitbox. I think this thing is very similar to the Makita MacPack, very similar to the Festool Sustainer in that they only have this one size, but they have it in 4 different heights, and they're pretty cheap. You know, you get these with like certain power tool bundles and kits. But this is Hikoki's first offering in the like heavy duty Milwaukee Packout DeWalt Tough System kind of ABS modular toolbox line. And it looks like a pretty good contender. It certainly matches the rest of them, doesn't it? So I can show you some of the features about this box, but it's definitely not worth £1,400, not even 600. I'd say this kind of sits around the same level as like the Magnuson boxes or the Bauer Connect system. In the US, you know it as like the Rigid Pro Series 2. It's very similar to that in my book, so probably about £200–300 worth of toolbox here. But let me show you some of the features. So it is a nice solid toolbox. It's got really like heavy duty latches. It's got like a reinforced locking point, and it just feels nice and heavy duty. There's no doubt about it. It's also IP65. It's got like a proper seal on it, so it's kind of ticking all of the boxes. It's got 120 kilos load capacity, which matches it up against all the other boxes, so it doesn't fall short there. The latching and the connecting system is a bit old school. This is what puts me in mind of the Rigid Pro Series box. A lot of the cheaper boxes, even the DeWalt Tough System, like the first generation, has these latches left and right that you have to physically push into place. Now this does connect relatively easy. It's certainly a lot easier than the first generation Tough System, which I felt was always a bit tricky. It kind of sits on the top, and then it doesn't need like a big bang like the Tough System did. It just kind of clips into place quite easily, so that's not too bad. But obviously we've come a long way. Packout now just slots in from the front. It connects really quickly and simply. Tough System 2 boxes, they just drop on top of each other, and then now Tough Built, bang, just clicks in place. So this is quite old school really in the way it connects. Also, for the money that you'd pay, you'd expect it to have not just 9-inch wheels, which they advertise as one of the features, but a 9-inch rubber wheel, like a much more solid, rugged wheel, rather than this just molded plastic 9-inch wheel, which could just crack and split and get brittle. So that's not too good. I do quite like the accessory brackets. This again puts me in mind of the Milwaukee Packout, which has got the aluminium corners. This has got these 2 horizontal pieces, and it fits a standard kind of drill hook, and it kind of just slots on there like that. It means you don't have to have any additional accessories that attach. You can literally just straight out the box, hook your drill on there, which is quite nice. And you can get some accessories that will kind of put a rail across the side and it connects left and right. So they've obviously thought about using the outside of the box, which is nice. Handle doesn't attach. So on a lot of the newer systems now, this handle here will entirely lift out, which means it stacks easier in your boot, or for the US market where they're all using pickups, and in Australia where everyone's in a ute, you can kind of take the handle off and it's flat and it'll go under a rock and roll cover. Now this doesn't have that. I assume you can remove these 2 screws and whip it out, so that's very similar to the Milwaukee Packout. They don't have a removable handle, but now you can get little toggles and clips to make the handle removable. So very similar to the Packout in a lot of ways. Another little feature that kind of threw me was that. What does that look like on the box? I thought for a minute I'd missed that this was a powered unit and that was like a little kettle lead plug-in, but actually it's just a little hole. So it's like a little rubber grommet that folds down to block it off. And I'm assuming that's so you can have all your chargers inside this box and kind of charge them, which you don't necessarily want to do too much, just in case one of your lithium batteries starts, you know, throwing a wobbler and all smoke starts pouring out of it. You don't necessarily want it in a sealed box, but It's a nice thought. You can have things on charge in the box if you'd want to, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? So that's my thoughts on the Hikoki Cruiser. Pretty cool looking box. I definitely think if you roll around with this on the job site, you know, you're gonna have a few questions because you just never see this toolbox. Even when I saw it online, I thought there's something special about it. Sad to tell you, there's not much special about it really. It's got a couple of little quirks about it, mainly the color. You know, the look of it's a bit different, but that is it. It starts and ends with that, to be honest. So the big question, do we have shadow foam inserts for this box? Yes, we do. They're already on the website and they slot perfectly inside these boxes. That is one thing I can say about these boxes. We've got a nice flat bottom. As always, all modular toolboxes have a quirky profile. That's why the shadow foam inserts are needed, because as you can see, we've got little cutouts and corners just to make sure that this slots in there perfectly. They come in twin packs. We have all 9 colors available, and you can get your Hikoki Cruiser box perfectly organized with some shadow foam. And if you're a Hikoki user, but you've not converted to the Cruiser, it might be that you're on the Hikoki Hitbox still. And if you were wondering, we do have shadow foam inserts for these too. And again, they're made to perfectly slot inside the boxes so you can organize them. These boxes come in a variety of heights and you can stack inserts as high as you want, have them as lift out trays. And that is my roundup on the Hikoki Cruiser system. So get your inserts at shadowfoam.com. Let me know your thoughts on the Hikoki Cruiser. What do you reckon to this system? If you're in Australia and Japan and maybe you've bought one of these, did you pay the big money for it? There's a big old discussion about toolboxes down below this video. Go and check it out. And while you're down there, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon because we're not just going to be bringing you the latest toolbox news, but also a lot of different contentious subjects around the toolbox game. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss any of our future videos, and I'll see you in the next one.